The unspoken truth, the deepest female fantasy every real man should know. Part 1. An unnamed truth that everyone feels, but no one admits. She will never say it out loud. Not because it isn't real, but because it's buried too deep beneath the silent sighs, the feigned strength, and the sleepless nights she can't quite explain. No woman will confess this in a weekend wine talk with her best friend. No self-help book will spell it out. Even when she's staring at her own reflection, she doesn't dare name it. And yet it exists. Raw, fiery, undeniable. A fantasy so deep-rooted, it defines her most secret longing. It's not about candles, not roses, not flattering words or sweet glances. It's the desire to be taken, not violently, but with absolute certainty. No coercion, no force, no threat, just masculine stillness. The way he walks into her space, no permission asked, no manipulation, no hesitation. And still, she doesn't feel fear. She feels seen. She melts. Not because he speaks well, but because he doesn't need to speak. Part 2. When she's tired of being in control. She's smart, independent, a leader, a woman who can command a room, manage a team, juggle emotions like a seasoned performer. Modern life demands that of her. She's expected to be strong, decisive, in control. She's told to be the main character of her own life. And she delivers. But behind the midnight emails, the steely smiles, the relentless striving, she craves one thing: to let go, to stop carrying the weight of everything, to stop being the one who always leads, to stop making every decision and holding every emotion. She doesn't want to be the man in her own life when she's with you. She wants to melt. But for her to surrender, one thing is non-negotiable. She must feel safe in your certainty. Part 3. The man who doesn't ask, but is given everything. There's a primal allure in the man who doesn't over-explain. He doesn't say, "I want you." He doesn't ask, "Do I have your permission?" He doesn't beg, seduce, or manipulate. He looks, moves, waits. A single glance, a subtle lean in, a pause long enough to make her forget what she was saying, and why her heart is suddenly racing. He isn't in a rush. He isn't passive either. He is simply present, calm, confident, grounded. And in that moment she, the woman who leads, plans, and resists, starts to tremble. Not out of fear, but because she finally found a man who makes her want to stop fighting. Part 4. Masculine stillness. A presence that speaks louder than words. Most men try to impress. Louder laughs, faster words, bigger moves. But sometimes, what touches her most is the man who isn't rushing. He listens like he's truly hearing. Looks like he already knows. Waits like this moment is enough. He doesn't fidget, doesn't need his phone, doesn't try too hard. That stillness, that calm, it undresses her, emotionally. And when a woman feels emotionally seen, she lets go, entirely. Part 5. The art of tension, close, but not too close. Women don't crave constant touch. They crave meaningful touch. A glance that lingers. A moment where shoulders accidentally brush. A hand that grazes and then retreats. It's not the hold that excites her. It's the anticipation of being held again. This is the art of distance. Being close enough to stir her, but not close enough to satisfy her. In that space, her imagination runs wild. She fills in the blanks, and desire blooms. Long before you say a word, she's already fallen. Part 6. One sentence that breaks through her defenses. You're strong, I see that. But I wonder, who are you when you don't have to be? That's not a pickup line. That's a truth that cuts. Most men speak to impress, but a real man speaks to make her feel. You don't need flowery language. You need to see the tiredness behind her strength and the courage to name what she won't. Just one sentence, at the right moment, with the right man, and her heart opens. Part 7. The man who makes her surrender without saying a word. You don't need to be more handsome, richer, or louder. You just need to be present, calm, grounded, unshakable. You don't ask her if she wants you, because you don't need to. You don't convince her, because your presence already does. You touch, then pull away. You speak less, but deeper. You see, and she knows she can't hide. And in that silence, she melts. Nothing was said, but everything changed. Because women don't fall for the men who say the right things. They fall for the men who see the things they never say.